Hello everyone, I'm Sachdev. I'm a senior data scientist and co-founder at Sachdev AI Solutions, and I'm excited to take you behind the scenes of another remarkable challenge that we recently conquered. So the challenge was that one has to generate compelling content using AI, and it should be generated in such a manner uh, that the content should follow a custom writing style. For example, some people tend to start with a quote. Some people tend to end with a quote. Some people used to write quote in the middle part and make a poetic sort of thing. I won't be unveiling the exact problem statement due to confidentiality reasons, and I won't be sharing any proprietary code. But upon discussion with the customer, we will be talking about the approach that we have taken to solve this challenge. So this is not an unknown thing. This is something which has been into the industry for several years. But what is the biggest challenge was that machines were unable to comprehend the textual data. So we have to convert to numbers, but the computational power was always a challenge. Now, with the launch of LLM models like ChatGPT, Palm, Gemini, Llama Index, things seems easier, but there are some I can say drawbacks with with these approaches, with the modern approaches. So let's discuss one by them. So first, traditional approach like LLM, custom LLMs like ChatGPT or Gemini says that you take a Word document containing all your writings. So we need some data to start off with. You extract it, split the data, combine, get the embeddings from ChatGPT. So embeddings is something like you convert text to numbers, then store them into vector database. Mostly Chroma is used in these cases, and then you ask a user about a query. Embeddings are done. This is sent to ChatGPT, and you get the responses. This is something your traditional approach, which uses LangChain, Llama Index, or Meta libraries. Now, the problem with this approach is there is a token limit. Token is, for example, if I say, hi, my name is Harpreet Singh Sachdev, and I'm assuming everything is different. So there are 10 tokens in that, roughly. 8 words, 10 to 12 tokens. So if I say there is a 32,000 GPT-4 token limit, so you can only process 29,000 words around that. Now, if I have a vast amount of writing style, because some passages can be around 100 words, some can be around 1000 words. For example, if I'm putting a LinkedIn post, it should be very small and concise. But if I'm putting a blog on my website, it should be long and thorough. So even Palm 8000 tokens, Cloudy 2, this is not available in India, but if you are using some VPN services, you can easily use here. Llama to GPT-3, so everything has a token limit. Although they are very best use cases, but they fail to scale. Scalability is the biggest reason, and also you have to send data to their warehouse where the processing is done. Although that pipeline is secure, but still some people feel that we should not be sharing our data because there should be some pieces of or some content which is very secure and it should not be shared with the end user. For example, a tender's amount, something like that. So I want to write an email to a government, say, okay, I'm applying for a tender and this is my amount, something like that. So that precious information should not be shared. So this is an image taken from a LinkedIn article, and there is a token limit on every uh, available LLM which is in the market and which is top performing. So what approach we did was, instead of using their LLM, we used a transformer model. So transformers models are heavily available on Hugging Face. Now what? So with upon several iterations with the customer, so initially we started with the notion that okay, we have an input text and we'll generate some content using AI. But that was a problem because sometimes customer has a custom writing style. For example, generally if I have to write an essay or something, I'll start with a phrase and then put some quotations from movies or some famous people in the middle as a part of the conversation. That thing is passed to a transformer model, which is a self attention model. I'm not disclosing the model which we have used for this purpose, due to some confidentiality agreement that we have signed, and we'll get a generated content using AI. So this was pretty much the architecture that we have used. Now, while training the algorithm, we have taken care that it should be done faster on different cores. So generally on a system, you train algorithm on one core, but transformers give us a way in which we can train algorithm on different cores. So the advantages of this approach as compared to the traditional ones I'm not saying they are very bad, they are also very good, but for some use cases. For example, GPT-4 is very slow if you have used that. GPT 3.5, it might get stuck in a cycle. Llama 2 is very weak in coding tasks. Okay, and Claude 2, its availability issue in Palm has low memory, low token limit. So the first challenge is you advantages is you can integrate to internal tools like CRM because we have given an API functionality. I'll show you in the demo part. There's no cost like ChatGPT. It's one time thing that is done to make the code, and it's always cheaper than traditional softwares which are in the market because for every piece of content you have to give a cost. If you have a very pieces of precious data which you don't want to share with anyone, you're not sending it to anyone, because transformers is something which is doing in-house, like on the system, on the fly. It's easily fine-tunable, and there is no limit on tokens or character size. So whatever characters you want, you can say. So you can take maybe 1,000 characters, 1,000 words from the output as well, which is not given by a traditional approach. So this was something, a problem statement that has been into the industry for a long time. And it's not that we see LLM is currently in quark mode, and it's in the starting days, but with some uh, amputations, I could say, with the transformer models, we were able to get to a good accuracy. Now I'm not saying this is a very good accuracy that we have achieved. We have reached a decent accuracy. Now we are constantly working on improvising that accuracy by continuously integrating with the customer, and uh, within a week or so we'll try that the accuracy is increased to around 75 to 80%, which is a decent amount, and then we'll try to take it further. So let's start. For example, this is an access token. So if I don't pass this thing and I send something, it will say invalid. Okay, because this is a secure system, this is my local address, it's hosted on a different server. So my writing style is start with a quote for every passage and include phrases from famous people in it. This is my writing style. I'll give to the algorithm. It will take around a minute. So when I press send, I'll pause the video. After a minute, it's 7:47. Around 7:48, the algorithm would be trained. I'll just send this thing. Uh, it's around a minute. It's been a minute, 17:48. I think the algorithm should be trained now. Okay, it's trained. Algorithm trained on 15 writings. I had only 15 writing from my articles on LinkedIn. Uh, okay, it's trained. So what I can do is I'll try to generate something, maybe like, for example, the impact of, what should I say, car price increase. Recently it increased from 2024 in India. I want words to be 150, and it will take us, I've just included 150 because this system is not running, this is a virtual machine running, so this is not a GPU. So access token again, and I'll pass this thing, impact of car price increase from 2024 in India. I want 150 words in that. My best guess would be to 10 to 15 seconds for the request. Okay. Okay. So 140 words we have received. It will also return, and this is the model that we have trained it. So 1747, we started 1748. It has been trained. Indian car market, once a hotbed of affordability, has hit a speed bump. Yeah, like I would love to start with this thing. Maybe I'll try a different time and I'll get a different output, something like that. So this is one of the possible problems that we have solved, and we are a AI consultancy firm, and we work with customers, and we have generated a chatbot. There is a video in our YouTube channel. You can also watch that. and we work with automation script. So we work on the POCs part. There is an automation thing, there is an AI, any stuff related to data science, data analysis is there. We work on that. We have done 10 plus projects, 83 plus powerful insights we have done. You can contact us on the website is sachdev.ai-solutions.com. You can reach out to us, we'll get back to you. And this is some of the problem statement that we have solved, like my insights built custom chatbot. This is a video that like we have done, and you can check this out. You hear your customers loud and clear, like sentiment analysis. This is also a video which is available in the YouTube channel, and this is something like generate compelling content with AI, and it just write it for you based on your writing style, and you can provide some sample documents. So check this out. If you have any problem statement, you can reach out to us and we'll help you to upscale your business. Thank you very much.